Manga is called Mad, M-A-D, and it's about this world that has been attacked by aliens, right? So in the beginning, these aliens came and attacked the world, and they basically annihilated humanity. Like this was not even a contest, essentially, right? They came, they destroyed, and they were literally telling them, "Enjoy the rest of the time with your loved ones, cause yeah, we lost." And so the story starts off with this young man named John and his sister, right? And John and his sister, their parents have been killed, so they've just been traveling around the world, and they run into this group of survivors. And when they run into this group of survivors, they're just traveling with them. And then eventually becomes apparent to this group of survivors that there's a signal going of a place that they can all go to where they could be safe, right? And as they're planning to go here, the night before they go, John talks to this man, Ethan. And John and Ethan had this conversation just discussing about what they used to do before everything, well, went to shit, essentially. And they're just talking about how Ethan used to be a teacher, and John reluctantly says he used to be a farmer. But he was never that into farming. His sister was a lot more into the farming aspect of life and everything, right? And so as they're discussing this, he talks about, you do realize that this is a trap, most likely, right? These days, people are not that kind. They're going to strip the clothes off of our back. And he says, you're probably right, but, hey, you got to have some hope in the apocalypse. I mean, I guess, bro. And so after this, they start traveling over to the area. And once they're traveling over there, they encounter this crazy scenario where one guy steps on a landmine and gets instantly obliterated. And after getting instantly obliterated, right, they realize that they are in a minefield. But the issue with the mines is that it attracts the aliens. And the aliens come to their location and start just packing up everybody there. We see him get cooked, him get cooked, him get cooked, him get cooked, everybody going down, essentially, right? And as this is happening, they're telling John to run. And John has no will left to fight in him, right? He's just scared, terrified for his life, for everything that's going on. And he looks to his sister, ready to get his sister to reach out to her. And as he reaches out to his sister, his hand phases through her. And then it's revealed that his sister actually died a long time ago. Or not a long time ago, but his sister's already died, and that he has just been on by himself. And it's the guilt he feels for his sister's death is what he sees, is why he keeps seeing her. And as he's sitting down there wanting to die, an alien comes up to him and packs him up, ending the series right there. Just kidding. Essentially what happens is bro just starts booking it. Like he just starts running for his life. And one of the funniest scenes I think I've ever seen. And as he's running for his life, right, he trips over it and just tells you that he's really not built for this life, okay? And since we know he's not built for this life, he falls over and the aliens are coming around him to attack him. But right before this happens, the soldiers come and knock them right off the face of the earth, thus saving him as the only survivor from this whole altercation. And then we wake up and see that John has woken up in the facility, right? And as John is in the facility, he's looking around here, wondering what's going on. He sees his good friend Ethan. He doesn't trust anybody here, but he's happy to at least see a familiar face. And as this is all going on, he asks to go see the leader of this to get an idea of what they're actually trying to do here. And after talking to the leader tells him some nonsense about, we're just here to protect humanity. We're just doing what's best for humanity. I didn't feel fear or nothing like that. Blah, blah, blah. All that nonsense, right? But John actually ends up believing him. And he goes back to Ethan saying he's going to give living a chance. And he asks for some food from Ethan. And as we saw before, Ethan really does not believe this is happening, right? It stuns him. Because John before would never accept any food. He looked like a man who just wanted to die, essentially, right? And Ethan says this himself. So they laugh, and then they both go to sleep. John wakes up during the middle of the night and sees that Ethan is gone. And so he walks around, just out of curiosity, and when he walks down this dark corridor, he sees a disgusting mass or creature walking towards him, or crawling towards him. And he is just disgusted by it. And what I like about John is he don't ask no questions. John just starts running for his life. And he runs into Leon. And he says he saw a monster. Looking back, it seems like there's nothing there. And so Leon takes him. They have some lunch. They just discuss these things. And Leon tells him a story about how when he was younger, he used to see scary images in the walls or pictures and stuff like that. And looking back at it, he laughs at it because it was just silly. But in the moment, it is terrifying. And John's like, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. And so later, John goes and checks again to confirm that it was just some scary faces in the walls that weren't really real. But as he goes there and looks, he sees the blood stain and realizes that maybe these weren't just some scary faces in the wall. And as he continues to follow the bloodstain, he gets to a locked door, and that's where the bloodstain stops. And who appears behind him is the Colonel. And the Colonel tells him that he's surprised that he made it this far and opens the door for him, saying that you can't open this door without this key card. And as he opens the door, he sees a disgusting scene of what they've been doing with these people. They've been experimenting on them, feeding them the flesh of aliens to try to turn them into an alien-human hybrid. John seeing this is like, what the heck? What is this nonsense, right? And so he immediately takes the Colonel's gun. And this bro has one hand, mind you. He takes his gun, threatens all of them, and says, yeah, you guys get away from me, I'm escaping. One of the guys is about to go take out his gun, but he says, nah, let him do this, right? They got a plan for him. And they're not worried at all, bro. They're joking around, talking about, oh, he got you good, huh, bro? He's like, yeah, I'm getting a little rusty. So obviously they're not taking this man serious at all. John sees it, he just starts booking it. John just runs. He runs outside, blasts the door open, and as he gets outside, he starts thinking, wait, I can't leave Ethan. And as he gets to this realization, and as he turns around, an alien comes out of nowhere to attack him. But before this happens, Leon comes and saves his life by killing the alien in his alien hybrid form, right? Shocking him by what he sees. And then we see the true power of the alien hybrid form as it wipes out multiple aliens by himself with honestly what looks like little effort. As a congratulating him on making it in time, they take him back to the facility where they explain the origin of these powers is how some of the soldiers, when they were so hungry, started eating some of the alien flesh. And they were desperate. And in this process, it turned them into a completely different type of creature. Very many of these people died, but Leon was the only one who survived and turned into this powerful alien human hybrid. And since then, they've been trying it on people, trying to create these monsters who would be the hope of humanity in the future. John is hearing all this, and he's like, okay, that's cool. Nah. John does his best Usain Bolt impression and is caught immediately. After trying to run again, they look at him and like, come on, brother, you know better. And he's thrown in the cell, and they're like, all right, good luck, revealing that he had already eaten some of the meat, and he will be transforming soon. Later, they're talking about scouting a nest, because they realize that these aliens will only target certain species, one of those species being humans. And since all life on Earth has not been eradicated, there's a certain reason that they only go after certain species. And they always bring these carcasses of the prey back to their nest, comparing it to an ant hierarchy. And this one guy starts throwing out these conspiracy theories about how the environmentalists did this or whatever. This other guy destroys him with the facts and logic. Then Leon is like, we don't know. Liam could be correct because Liam is the guy saying all this nonsense. And then the other guy agrees with him, saying, oh yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to say anything like that, So we gotta know Leon is like the top dog here. Nobody disagrees with Leon. And then these guys are talking about how there's a new species of alien called the horned alien, which has the power of 10 aliens put together. And that these ones are incredibly dangerous. So they make a plan to go and visit one of these nests to go do like an investigation, like scouted out mission. And he tells them that if there's any mission to run immediately because their lives are more valuable than the mission. And obviously the team is tweaking out, asking, why don't we send robots? Why don't we send probes? Why are we doing this, right? Because to go into the belly of the beast is a crazy request, not gonna lie. But this one guy is like, this is my chance, This is what I'm waiting for. I'm like, brother, what are you waiting for? Your chance to die? Your chance to be unalive? And so as this is all happening, it's explained that the aliens would notice foreign objects inside. So that's why it wouldn't really work. And then John gives them this speech, the family speech, talking about we are family, we could get it done. Because even as he's asked if the horned aliens are stronger than him, he says, if I got you guys, I can't lose. Like, bro is a D1 speaker, I'm not going to lie. And these guys go and do a huddle like they're about to play a sports game. And, yeah, these guys are cooked. The colonel looking at them like, yeah, we're going to need some more flight. We're going to need some more soldiers after this one. And as they're walking away for the night, this freaky man, Oscar, is raising his hand talking about, can I go see the girls? Brother, what are you talking about? And then John look at him like, go get your nasty self on somewhere. And then Oscar be explaining it. He like, nah, I love this girl. You don't get it. And then Leon look at him like, all right, okay, big dog, I see. And he give him his old head advice about how to go treat women, right? Bro, let me tell you, the faces in this manga are so funny because he'll just show like these blank expressions, and that's so real because that's exactly how I be feeling too. I just love it. It's so funny. And then as they're all talking about going to eat, right? Liam come here talking about some. I think I'm gonna go see the girls too. And then the other guy's like, bro, no, you not, you not sleeping tonight. You messed up too many times. You do not get to go see the girls. And they go back to the cell, showing us John suffering, and he's being watched by this soldier named Bob, who's got this scar on his helmet. You already know where the character designed that helmet, or that something done happened to him. And then another soldier comes and takes his place and switches him out. And he asks him how he's doing, if he's doing better now. Bob don't even respond and keep it pushing. Bob delivers the food to all the women and children. It's clear that it seems like they kind of like him. Like he's kind of beloved by them. And then he gets to this one girl, and she jumping for joy when they see him. So you already know what's on. And he bring her food, and they're talking about the scar that he got. And she asks, is like, did this happen from like a little incident or something like that? And then she shows him her art, and it is atrocious. And he's honest. He's like, why would you even make this, right? And she talking about it's just the feeling of the place, and then she gets upset for it. I'm like, yeah, that's all you, Bob. And then Bob is just like, yuck. And she gets offended by this, and she's like, I should have never shown you this in the first place. And then Bob would be like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean it. And she hits him with that reverse Uno card, and she's like, if you sorry, then tell me what happened. How you get that scar, right? And she said, they have anything to do with the incident that we had before, right? And then they start holding hands, and she warning him, like, don't do anything else. It's going to be okay. And then this freaky little Morad Oscar appear and ruin the whole mood. Bro, come here talking about something. Am I interrupting anything, bro? Get this guy out of here, man. Because they immediately let go of each other. And then bro is like, what y'all doing? And she explained they just talking about some art. And then he go look at Bob, and he like, oh, you're still alive. Leon's just a softie. And then Oscar the Rat gonna look at Bob and be like, can you leave? I got some business with her. Yuck. And Oscar, oh man, I can't wait to see this boy downfall, bro. The video on his downfall will be made expeditiously when it comes out. And she smiled with pain like, Bob, please leave so he don't kill us right now. Bob's standing on business though. He said, you can't even have kids. This is a whole waste of time. He threatens to tell Leon, and Oscar like, whatever, man. I got his permission. Bob not letting go. He holding on like a vice grip. Like he not about to leave or whatever, right? And then she like, can you please leave? He got business with me. Bro, this is hard to read. Not gonna lie. So as Bob leaves, this dude called him a traitor. And Nick's explaining that Bob tried to escape with that woman and some kids earlier. And they punished bro by smashing half of his face. Bob deserves better, bro. And then we go back to the room, and Oscar already beating on her because he's jealous of Bob and how she wants to be with Bob and she don't like him. I mean, look at you, brother. I think we can see why she wanted the Bob BC. Like, it's pretty clear, bro. And so, anywho, bro, he threatening her, and she like, no, I won't go near Bob because he talking about he gonna kill Bob if he keeps causing them to not be together. And she like, no, I won't go near him. You don't have to do anything like that. And this manipulator, bro, is like, I'm so sorry, you know. It's just, you make me do this. You make me be beaten on you and stuff like that. And then he ends it with like, oh, I love you. We're together forever. I'm just like, okay, I don't know what that's all about. And then we go back to John and Ethan, right, who are talking to each other through the cell. And Ethan talking about he isn't strong, and he just wants to die, and he wants to be with his family. So after that, Ethan passes away, right, leaving John all by himself. And then we see this whack flashback to when John and his sister were captured. And his sister has not given up. His sister was a survivalist, like to the max. But her brother was already done giving up, right? Because they had been captured by cannibals. And she tells him what you got to do is she got a good luck ritual where she does push-ups. Because anytime someone is captured in movies and they do push-ups, their chance of escaping increases, right? So after she does her little ritual, this hideous man comes in and looks at his sister with no good intentions in his eye. His sister see him, and she immediately know what's about to go down. So she start plotting already. Her brother step up. He's like, no. Eat me. Don't eat my sister. Leave my sister alive. And he like, oh, yeah, buddy, we going to eat you. But your sister, we got plans for her. So the sister cooking up a plan, and she like, all right. She pretending to go along with it. But she tricked this goofball into releasing her handcuffs. And then when he releases her handcuffs and he come in to lick her, she gets a rock and she bashes this man on the back of his head, unaliving him. And then she used the keys to escape with her brother. They then escape, and then she has this plan to wipe up the whole facility so they don't chase after them. And she also knows by doing this will attract the aliens, and she's talking about a full squad wipe. Wiping out everybody at this base, right? So the aliens will come after they hear the explosion and just wipe out everybody alive still, right? And then after we see this whole flashback happen, we go back to the cell, and then we see with this new resolve from this flashback, John started doing his push-ups, you know, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? And then we get Leon doing his little routine every morning, 6 a.m. kind of do. He wake up early, yoga, probably do a little run, jogs, a little peaceful. Then him and the colonel start talking about what they're going to do after this is all over. He's talking about he should go. He like music, get some speakers, play some huge speakers out or some nonsense like that. And then we get back to the scenes with Ethan and John, right? Because a soldier comes to John and reveals to him that Ethan has died, right? Because John, Leon, and this soldier are all right there in front of the cell. Because of the soldier who came to John and explained to him what was happening, right? And they show the dead body of Ethan to John. And then he has this scene where like his sister, he sees his dead sister again. And they do like the little good luck ritual. And she's looking at him like, there's only one thing that's left for you to do. And she points to Leon saying to end him. And the chapter ends with this magnificent scene of John having transformed into not only an alien, but a horned alien. The one that's 10 times stronger than the regular alien. And the next chapter is just straight hands. Like they just straight going at him, man. And everybody panicking because this is the first horned alien they've seen like this close to the base. And this is the first person to escape this cell, right? And then we see the end of this, and John has beat the brakes off of Leon, got him in this crazy position, bro. And see, this manga is called Mad. It's really good. You can find it online and start reading it. I really enjoyed it. I think it's got a lot of potential. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the future. Make sure you watch my rest of my videos that are going to be linked at the end. See you.